Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE NXT on January 21st, 2015. And in typical fashion with NXT, they decided to, and not in full typical fashion, but I mean like in a typical, more traditional, maybe older school style wrestling show. They started off with William Regal going through the night, announcing that there's going to be a #1 contenders tournament for the NXT title, and then that they were also going to have a women's title match with Sasha Banks and Charlotte. That promo came off pretty decent, at least built for the night, for what matches you were going to see and what they were going to do throughout the show. I liked how the show afterwards started off with Sami Zayn going out there just laying the beat down on Ty Dillinger. It just should going to show a different side for Sami Zayn in his character and how much Kevin Owens is getting to him, and that he wants just Kevin Owens at this time, which William Regal does give to him at the NXT TakeOver show, which kind of leads you to believe maybe they're going to do 2 matches for both sides. They'll do like the finals for the NXT title, #1 contendership title tournament, and then they'll also do Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and then maybe the winner. And then the winners of those two will face each other in the same night. I don't know what they're going to actually do with that, or the #1 contenders match is just going to be for a later time, and you'll have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We'll see where they go with it, because, I liked where they went with it. It's like, William Regal trying to explain to Sami Zayn that, he can't just be making matches for the title and everything. He's like, you need it. And then, of course, Sami Zayn going off and saying he didn't care about the title in this case. He just wanted Kevin Owens. I liked where they went with this. Also, the subsequent 2 promos afterwards with William Regal saying there would be a contract signing for that match the next week. And then Kevin Owens' promo where, just very basic and everything. During that promo, saying that he's just going to say what he has to say to Sami Zayn to his face. That kind of goes along with that Kevin Owens character. Even though he's been doing the sneak attacks, he'll still say what he has to say to other people's face, to their face. That's all you. So you kind of get that whole fight character from the Kevin Owens, and you kind of stick with it in there. And I do like where they're going with that. The #1 contendership tournament matches were actually fairly good. I'll start off with the Finn Balor Curtis Axel match. I thought that was a really good one, and it's really interesting to see how they're using Curtis Axel down there, down in NXT. He's basically down there to help elevate the other talent. Like he did it with Hideo Atemi the week before. Now he's doing it with Finn Balor in this case, and they put up a really fun and entertaining match, at least in my own personal opinion. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. And then of course the match with Sasha Banks and Charlotte kind of ended in a whole bunch of hoopla with Becky Lynch getting involved, and it ends in DQ, which eventually leads to Bayley coming down and basically turning on Charlotte, showing that she wants to go after the NXT title, leading to William Regal, of course, making a fatal 4-way with all 4 of those women to actually for the NXT Women's title at the next TakeOver special, which afterwards you saw. Like, you had already seen dissension between Charlotte and Bayley in this case, but you also saw some dissension between Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks in this case, which is a really good aspect in there to just lead more into that whole fatal 4-way type of a style match where it seems like they're going to go on the aspect of none of these people are going to just team up to go after 1 or 2 people. They're going to just go after each other in that type of match, and that's. Honestly, I kind of like it when they go that route, and we'll see where they actually go with it here into the near future as well. You have the Von Villains versus I'm losing track of who it was there. It was Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake. And I don't know why the name skipped my mind, especially since they're trying to push the Wesley and they're trying to push Blake and Buddy Murphy to the tag team titles at this point in time by having them go over the Von Villains. And also you're kind of seeing maybe the downturn of the Von Villains in this case as well. Fairly fun, entertaining, kind of a very basic tag team match, but still a very entertaining one to watch in general there. And they had, of course, Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy go over in this case, and then they make the announcement a little bit later that they're going to be facing the Lucha Dragons for the NXT tag team titles, which kind of seems on the fact that this team had been losing so much. Now they're already getting elevated right into a tag team title match after one match. Kind of weird, but also kind of works. We'll see what kind of match they pull off with the Lucha Dragons with next week's show. This leads into the Hideo Itami and Tyler Breeze match. Again, NXT number one contendership tournament match. Again, like with Finn Balor and Curtis Axel, these two put on a really fun and entertaining match. They also still are playing along with who's watching over Tyler Breeze, like at the beginning of each of his matches. And they played off of that again this week with Simon Gotch just kind of appearing in different spots, playing that Phantom of the Opera type character. And we'll see where when they actually go ahead and go full force with that storyline. But the main aspect to this one was the match with Tyler Breeze and Hideo Itami, who put on a phenomenal match. The two of them pulling out moves, like Tyler Breeze pulling out moves that you had not seen him do in any point in time. Of course, with Hideo Itami, he had been putting on not necessarily just spectacular matches, but great matches pretty much ever since he showed up in NXT. Which for people who had watched him as Kenta had already known he was capable of doing that. You're just getting to see this in a different light now, and it's kind of showing amongst fresher eyes at this time. So just great way of setting, just a great way of going through that entire going through the entire match. The two of them pulling off near fall spots, everything in that aspect. Not necessarily using their finishers, but just really good near fall spots throughout the entire match. It was a very entertaining match, which is going to lead to Hideo Itami and Finn Balor. It looks like how they're going to have that set up. So now they're going to play off that storyline of these two tag team partners, or the two individuals that teamed up right when they came in. Now they're going to have a match together, so a match against each other. So we'll see how they play off of that, and maybe if they kind of create a storyline out of that one as well. So we'll see where they go with that. And overall, I felt NXT this week was actually again a very good show. It came off really well in my mind, and we'll see how they continue with everything leading into the NXT special, and of course with next week's show as well. And yeah, that's my review this week for NXT, and I thank you guys for watching.